Hello my favorite people, today I woke up and chose violence. It's been a minute since we did a ranking video or like a tier list or anything, so I decided I want to do one today. And on top of that, these music reactions are killing my pockets, all these copyright claims, I can't take it. So yes, today's category for rankings is our favorite pop girlies. Now on this list you're going to see artists that we have reacted to, artists that are on my vinyl wall, or just artists that I know of, and I feel like deserve to be on this list. I need to rank them. You will see. Disclaimer, because I always feel like I need to give a disclaimer for these kind of videos. This is strictly my opinion. O-P-I-N-I-O-N, opinion. So please don't get raging in my comments, oh Favour, you don't know nothing about music, your taste is astronomically bad, and you're an idiot. I don't want to hear it. Shut up. Let me have my opinion. You can have yours. You can agree. You can disagree. But again, this is my video based on my ranking. So that in mind, let's get right into it. So first of all, let's go through the contestants. Who do we have here? First up, we've got Lorde, who is she's either Norwegian or Australian, one of the two, but she's been around for a long time, very successful. Her Pure Heroine album is actually featured on my vinyl wall. It's way over to the side, so you guys probably don't always see it, but she's there. One of my favorite artists. She's a gem. Love her. But not gonna lie, I do have some beef with her still because you just drop something then disappear for a decade. I have abandonment issues. Anyways, next up we've got Camila Cabello and her boyfriend. Yes, we'll be ranking them both. They're a combined package. I have a lot to say about, not the both of them, mainly just Camila, but I'm gonna rank them together. Camilla, my bad. Next up we've got the three members of Little Mix. Leanne Pinnock, Jade Thirlwall, Perry Edwards. 2 out of the 3 are pregnant as of right now. And yeah, we're gonna get into these. Oh man, my heart still aches. Next up we've got Lizzo. She came out a few years ago, I'd say 2 years ago she popped off, but the music she popped off for she had actually made like forever ago. It just now became popular though. But she's very talented. I do have a lot to say though about just her as, not her music specifically, but just her as a celebrity. There's a lot of opinions I have, so we'll get into that in a second. Next up we've got Doja. Look at that face. Oh my. Doja Cat though. Yeah. After that we've got Miss Billie. Everybody knows who Billie Eilish is. You got 2 of her vinyls on my wall. Bad Guy. Break Up With Your... No, that's Ariana Grande. My mind is always on Ariana Grande. Okay, next up. Rihanna. She debuted in like 2011 with songs like Pon de Replay. She was an island girl, but she had so many different phases. Good Girl Gone Bad. She's just an enigma and she's like a trailblazer. But despite her talents in the music industry, she has decided to abandon us and become the Avon lady / the next Victoria's Secret. So we have beef. That is Rihanna. Next up we got Miss Dua Lipa, who I kind of like. I'm on the fence with Dua Lipa because we'll get into it. But she's on the list. Next up we have Lana Del Rey as well, who is another kind of problematic lady, but she does make good music. We'll get into her. Selena Gomez. Again, I'm holding off on my comments until we get to the artist, but Selena's on the list. Next up you got T Swift. Love her and all her arrows from pop to country to, she can just do it all. A new recent lady who's popped out on the music scene, we've got Olivia Rodrigo. She was featured on Vogue, everyone's talking about her on the radio. You cannot go anywhere without hearing a song from her new Sour album, so she's doing the dang thing. Industry plant or just talented? We're gonna discuss. Next up we've got Ariana Grande. It's Ari, like, it's Ariana Grande, come on. And lastly on the list we got SZA. And don't think I'm just ranking SZA based off of her Control album. She had bops before that even came out. I'm talking the one where she was talking about, your skin tastes like Brussels sprouts, I swear. She's been making hits, so don't get it twisted. There's a long list of people here and there's a lot to get into, so let's get into it. Let's now go over the actual ranking and what they actually mean. So at the very bottom we have How Dare You. The artists that will go in this category are the ones I feel like have not just fallen off, but like left us. You released an album, it was really good, and then you said peace out. Or I feel like your music is literally just about charting. You're not making quality content, or the content I feel like you actually want to make is just what you think will do good on the Billboard charts. Artists like that are going to go in the how dare you, because it's like, I like authenticity, I like realness, I like something that I can relate to, but it's not like manufactured by the label. It's who the artist actually is. So there's that. Next up we have a Shakespeare reference, Et tu Brute. That just means like, again, you've abandoned me, are you even who I thought you were? probably not. Unfortunate. I'm taking an L for standing you. Above that we have I Guess I Roll. What I Guess I Roll means is like if you were on the aux cord and we were playing you in the car, like I guess I could listen to it, but are you like my first pick? Absolutely not. Next up you have the category Clutch. What clutch means is this artist always comes in clutch. You can always depend on, like, for whatever mood you're in, you can depend on them to have, like, a good song that will match that feeling. You can always listen to them, like, they're always just going to be giving out good content, and you know it, because that's just what they do. And next up, above that, we have Give Mans a Raise. That means top tier, god tier, just, you're amazing in the music industry. You're a blessing that you even exist in the same time frame that I do. But enough talking, let's get right into the rankings now. So as I said, first up we have Lorde. Now, Lorde has, first of all, she's about to come out with a new album, but in the peak of her career when she released Royals, I couldn't stop listening to that song. I couldn't stop singing that song. Me and my friends played that song all the time in the car. Now, you got Pure Heroine on the album wall. You got Melodrama, which I'm going to react to. I keep getting requests. Melodrama is going to be reacted to. But Lorde is just one of those artists who you know can, or I guess you knew back past tense, that she could give you good content. I feel like this new album and new era she's in, it's like, I'm on a retreat in the Everglades and I'm vibing and I only drink goat milk now. It's a different sense than what I'm used to. I'm still open to it because, again, I feel like Lorde has a lot to give when it comes to music. But that being said, I'm not sure if I'm 100% on board with this new era she's in, like this poppy, colorful, like flowy stuff. I do like the depressive, dark music she was making. So I'm going to put her in, I guess, eye roll because, again, I'm not sure if our tastes still align as of right now, being completely honest. So she's going to go in, I guess, eye roll. Yeah. Okay, next up we have Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. First of all, can I just say to Shawn Mendes, how dare you release that Stitches song? Even to this day, like, there's a brain cell in my mind that just, like, it's fried from having to hear that song so many times. And just them together, Camila Cabello and her past when it comes to race on Tumblr and the way she was talking about black people. It's not even just about the music for me with these two. It's just like, as human beings, in fact, like, enough needs to be said. Y'all know where I'm at right now. Bitch, you don't even get to be on the chart. Next up we have the three, which started off as four, Little Mix. I respect that Jessie Nelson needed to take a step back from social media, but at the same time, she hasn't taken a step back. She's on Instagram practically all day, every day. But the three Little Mix members, I feel like it does mesh a bit better. It's not that there was friction before, but it does seem like, I guess, easier now. But that being said, since they've, like, we went from getting so much content and music from them to, like, once maybe every few months, and I don't know if that's because they're pregnant or they're working on a big project or what, but 2 out of the drops this year have been features. They haven't even been their own songs or singles, but again, I love Little Mix and I'm still excited to see what they have next in store. I'm not giving up on them yet. Can I also say though, as I get older, like I first discovered Little Mix when I was 19, and that's when I was in love with songs like Hair. I was in love with songs like Black Magic, but now I feel like as I get older, I like more of their mature stuff, if that makes sense. Like I feel like Little Mix can touch 1,000 different genres, but like I only relate to and like half of that now. So it's kind of like what happened with me in K-pop. Like I used to be so much into K-pop. I used to love K-pop. If you've been here for a while, you know the channel started off on K-pop, but ugh, God. After the drama, I'm not even getting into K-pop. But anyways, Little Mix, again, they have something that can always touch your mood, so they're gonna go in clutch. They're definitely clutch. Next up, you have Lizzo. Lizzo makes really good, empowering pop music, and I do like all her songs. I feel like they all kind of touch on the same topics, or maybe just the ones that I've heard. They all basically have the same subject, but they're always fun, and I can always jam to them. That being said, though, I do not like how you can't criticize or say anything in regards to Lizzo as a person before you're hit with, oh, you're body shaming. Like, you could just say, I didn't really like how she sang that verse, and someone would say, yeah, it's because you think she's fat. What? That's my only tip with Lizzo. For that, I'm going to put her in... She would... If it were possible, I would put her in the middle between I Guess I Roll and E2 Brute. Actually, it might be possible. Lizzo is in the middle of I Guess I Roll and E2 Brute. There you go. After that, we got Doja Cat. Doja Cat is one of my favorite artists as of lately. Hold on. Yes. Doja Cat, my favorite artist as of lately, female artist, pop artist. She can rap, she can do pop, she's just a character, she has stage presence, she can perform, she has the entire package. When I said Normani, oh, who's not on this list unfortunately, my bad, Normani will not let mediocrity slide anymore, I feel like Doja Cat is on the same wavelength. Like, you can't just get up there and sing a song without doing anything when you are in the same category as like Doja Cat's, Normani's, Rihanna's, or anyone else who's gonna give you what needs to be given. So Doja Cat is someone who's not just clutch to me. We need to give her a raise because that's just how amazing she is in my book. Again, you don't have to agree with me, but this is just my opinion. She's amazing. Next up, we've got Miss Billie Eilish. Even in this picture, bitch is depressed. I love Billie Eilish. Again, I have 2 of her vinyls on the wall. If you've made it to my vinyl wall, that means, like, I stan you hardcore. And I understand the idea of I don't want to make happy music or fun music if I'm feeling sad or depressed. But I feel like with Billie Eilish, she started off with Copycat, she started off with Bellyache, You Should See Me in a Crown, even weird songs like Illy Milo or Ilya Mo, whatever. She has great music, she makes good music. That being said though, I feel like lately, I understand the concept of you don't want to make happy or joyful or energetic music if you're feeling depressed or sad, but like she's proven that she, even with bad feelings and bad subjects, she can still make the songs fun. But I feel like everything that we've heard from her lately is like the same tone. It all feels the same. So that being said, I'm going to have to... But again, it's Billie Eilish. Like... yeah. I guess I roll. Because again, I love Billie, but I feel like her music is becoming repetitive. Now you can argue with me in the comments, but that's how I feel. Next up, we've got Rihanna. At one point, she was my favorite artist ever. And actually, the reason I even got into K-pop is because she stopped making music. I listened to Rihanna so much, but then whenever she stopped making music and wanted to do freaking makeup, lingerie, all these different ventures, movies, music videos, she was going in all these different directions, but the reason I even got into Rihanna again was because of music, and she just stopped making music. So for that, how dare you? And on top of that, my favorite album ever is Anti, and the vinyl record for it is like at least $500. Why would you make that exclusive and limited edition? Like, how dare you? Genuinely. Next up, we've got Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa, as I said in the intro, is like an artist that I really enjoy, but like I'm on the fence about. Like, I don't know I don't know an artist like her who makes the same music that she does. Her music reminds me like pop music, but from the 1950s. Like, it's very ballroom, it's energetic, something you can dance to. Like, I could imagine doing like a line dance to it. So Dua is an artist that I really enjoy, but do I understand her 100%? No. But I feel like also that's okay. I don't need to understand her. So she's going to go in clutch because she is actually an artist that does touch on 1,000 different emotions, and just put on any Dua Lipa and it's going to be a banger. So yeah, she's clutch with Little Mix. Next up, we got Lana Del Rey. And I know I just said Billie Eilish only makes one sound of music. I don't know. Some will say this is hypocritical, but I feel like since we've seen Billie do other stuff, I can expect other stuff. Lana Del Rey has always been this melodramatic, like monotone, she wore blue, depressive ass artist, and that's what I look to her for. Like, that's what I don't go to Lana Del Rey to get turned. I listen to her to listen to Summertime Sadness, period. So give mans a rate. It doesn't sit well in my soul to have Rihanna way down here, I have to say. Even though she has abandoned us musically, she does not deserve to be down there. She is a mogul in the music industry, and I need to give her the respect she deserves. Sorry. Riri, here you go. Robin. Bitch ass. Next up, we've got Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez is a person who, I can admit, naturally, Love You Like a Love Song, all her classics are amazing. I even reacted to one of her current or newer songs, and it was like all in Spanish. So that was cool too. But still, even besides all that, whenever she was making the old songs when she was signed to Disney, I was still looking at her as an actress. And even today, I still look at Selena Gomez, even though she's not as active in acting, I still look at her as more of an actress than an artist. So for that, I'm going to put her in How Dare You. At least you're on above freaking Camila Cabello though, right? After that, we've got Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is an artist I just recently started getting into, actually. Up until like I started reacting to her, I hadn't really listened to any of her music like that, you know what I mean? Obviously, I've heard freaking songs like I Stay Out Too Late, or the classics like Say Yes, Teardrops on My Guitar. But again, Taylor Swift was not an artist that I like went searching for. I was like, oh, she's dropping an album, I need to go listen to it. But since what I have heard from Folklore Evermore, I'm even about to do the Lover album, like that's the era we're in. I want more from her, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her in the Clutch album. Yeah. Again, I was thinking, should Billie Eilish be below these people? But I think she should. Because it's not that she makes bad music, it's again, just like, it's very repetitive at this point. Next up we have Olivia Rodrigo. Now, in the beginning, whenever she was first blowing up from Driver's License, I was all for it. But now that I'm 23 years old and can recollect on what the heck she was talking about and the drama behind that, the song is cool. Like, I love the videography of the music video too, but the topic and like the backstory is just stupid. She basically got her heart broken from a guy who dumped her, who got with a girl who is of age, and she was underage. He shouldn't have been with her to begin with. Like, Olivia Rodrigo, in my opinion, shouldn't have had that pain or that experience at all. Because it was illegal in many places. It might be legal in one state, but morally, that was just a ridiculous situation. But I feel like with Driver's License, that whole debacle, I was kind of like looking at her kind of sideways from my side eye, but then she dropped Sour, and that's when I was like, okay, wait. This isn't just like a gimmick. This isn't just like an industry plant, some girl they're forcing down our throats, even though sometimes it does feel that way. Sour was an amazing album. Sour had hits. Sour had dysfunction, energy, chaos, which is something that I was lacking in the pop girlies. She's the only one who's given me like a rocker album. So Olivia Rodrigo, my dear, you're gonna go in Clutch. Good for you? Are you kidding me? What's the song? Jealousy, jealousy. Take your place at the rightful throne. Queen energy. Next up, you've got, oh, sorry. Now that I just see who's next, you gotta go back down. It's just not yet. She's gonna be up there, just not yet. She's too early in her career for me. Next up, you've got Ariana Grande. Not much needs to even be said. She's just, vocals, no one touches her. Writing, no one touches her. Performance-wise, no one touches her. Concept, no one touches her. The worst year of her life was 2019-2020. From One Love Manchester to rest in peace Mac Miller, him passing away, to her engagement falling apart with a big lip guy. She had the worst year, but yet was still able to give us project after project after project, and they were quality. Not only did she have quantity, but she had quality. Ariana Grande is like god tier for me. And next up, like I said, we got SZA, last up. Now, SZA isn't just like the artist who released Control. She also has so many hits before that, and she was an artist that I didn't actually realize I was listening to until I looked at the artist name that was the songs were featured under. So not only is Control one of my favorite albums in existence ever are Anti and Control, and just for that fact alone, SZA has to. But then again, SZA hasn't really been dropping anything. Like, she dropped and then just said peace out. But again, I feel like that's a good thing because again, quality over quantity. But girl, you gotta have something in the vault. I'm gonna go ahead and put you in between Clutch and I Roll because again, she hasn't been dropping, but when she does drop, it's amazing. So, going off the list, who didn't make the ranking at all? Camila Cabello and her Boy Toy. Give Mans a Raise, we got Doja Cat, Ariana Grande, and Rihanna. Clutch, we've got Little Mix, Dua, Lana, Taylor, Olivia. And then in the middle of Clutch and I Guess I Roll is SZA. I Guess I Roll is Lorde, kinda Lizzo, and Billie Eilish. Again, my heart just doesn't feel right with having Billie so low, but at the same time, it's like, again, even with all these singles she's been releasing from Happier Than Ever, they're basically all the same. They kind of overlap with topic, but just the sound of them, it's like you're listening to the same song over and over again. E2 Brute, I Guess Nobody. And then How Dare You got Selena Gomez. So let me know how y'all feel about my rankings. Do you agree with them? Is there anything you would change? What about my opinions? Let me know down below. And should I do more of these ranking videos? Comment down below. See you in the next one. Bye.